This a new aircraft, the Swordfish, undergoing its first catapulting tests at the Royal Aircraft Establishment in 1936. It was developed as a torpedo spotter and reconnaissance aircraft, and eventually, when in full production, replaced all other types of aircraft except fighters. It had a Bristol Pegasus 9-cylinder radial air-cooled engine, which gave it a maximum speed of 154 miles per hour and a ceiling of just over 19,000 feet. It carried a crew of 3, 2 only if armed with a torpedo. A test of a new catapult in Repulse during 1936, the D2H, a heavier type than the D1L and built for battleships. It could also be fired from either end as all D types, the D standing for double acting. The catapult was built by McTaggart Scots. The bulk away without incident, the new Swordfish is shot off lightly loaded. From pictures taken at this angle, it was possible to check speeds and clearances of the catapult legs. Now the Swordfish to check the same clearances. This time a Swordfish, off the straight and narrow, breaks a leg. An historical moment, the last landing of a Swordfish on HMS Ocean during 1945. This is the only type of TSR machine in service during the Second World War, served the fleet well despite the fact that towards the end of its time it was completely outclassed as regards speed and performance.
I think quite a lot of people were disappointed that the Russians didn't take part in the flying display but instead remained on the ground as part of the static show. These aircraft, however, were there as a splendid pair demonstrating the early years of maritime flying. These two Stringbags, as they're affectionately known, belong to the Royal Naval Historic Flight, and indeed here we see one with a torpedo underneath, reflecting back to the kind of armaments that the May, for instance, could carry.